Oh, what's up, guys? I'm in Fresno, California, wrapping up this pillow comparison, where I'm comparing a $50 memory foam pillow from Beautyrest and a $155 memory foam from Tempur-Pedic. Like I said, I'm wrapping up this video. I've been working on it for about 2 weeks now. I've had these pillows in California and Vegas and now back in California again. I know which one I like the best, but I'm not going to tell you just yet. So let me flash back to when I first got the pillow, kind of my overview, and then we'll come back here and I'll tell you what I think. This is a $155 cooling memory foam pillow from Tempur-Pedic. And this is a $50 cooling memory foam pillow from Beautyrest. Could this pillow, which is $100 more than this one, really be worth it? Let's find out in today's video. It says it's a medium profile for all sleep positions and medium frames. It also has Cool Touch technology. This one's set up in layers, which is not like the typical memory foam pillow, so it'll be interesting to see how that one does. It's a medium profile, soft. It feels very durable. It feels very thick, but soft at the same time. Thick and soft. Let's open the Beautyrest now. This one feels maybe, we gotta get rid of this. That is not gonna work for me. All right, it feels maybe a little bit softer. Kind of a smell to that one. Let me see. Not much of a smell on the Tempur-Pedic, but there's kind of a smell on this one. This one provides a ventilated memory foam, which supposedly keeps the hot air away from you. Aha. 24 to 48 hours to decompress and air out before you use it. So I guess the first night I'll be sleeping on this one while this one airs out. Oh yes, I did buy this myself. $154.99, but use a 20% coupon and it brings it down to a cool $134, which is still pretty expensive. All right, here they are side by side. It's a pretty firm memory pillow. Wow, it really holds my handprint. Wow. Beautyrest feels much softer. This feels pretty firm. This feels pretty soft. They appear to be about the same thickness, which is good. Taking a peek under the hood, there's layers in the Tempur-Pedic, which you can't really get to. Here, this is one large memory foam piece, but it does appear to have a coating on one side. It actually feels kind of sticky. It almost feels like that's being transferred to my hand too. Even though they're both memory foam, they have a very different feel to them. Can't wait to try them out. So tonight, night one, Tempur-Pedic. Oh wow, that feels very cold. It feels very cool. It doesn't feel quite as soft as I expected. We'll see how cool it stays overnight. We'll see how soft it feels. First test, first night, got a long way to go. Good night. I had to hit the road this morning, so I didn't have a chance to give you an update on how my first night with the Tempur-Pedic went. And you know, I'm kind of on the fence about this. Now, when I first bought this, the woman at Bed Bath & Beyond said, now give it a few days. I'm not sure if she actually talked like that, but that's my impression of her. Now give it a few days because it takes them a while to get used to. She was also kind of saying that a lot of people return this because they didn't wait the few days to get used to it and because it's so expensive. To me, it was pretty harder than I expected, because when you squeeze it, it feels really soft. It kind of reminds me of the Miracle Bamboo pillow, which is one of the first items I ever reviewed, and it's a lot less expensive than this is, but I'm gonna give it some time. I think that one night is certainly not enough to judge a pillow on. You gotta get used to it, so I'm gonna do this for a couple weeks probably between this and the other one. I'll get to the bottom of this and I'll let you guys know. But tonight's my first night in California on this trip, and tomorrow I'll let you know how that Beautyrest pillow went. And there is the Beautyrest. It still has a little bit of smell, but I think I can, I'm gonna take one for the team and handle it. There we go. It does still smell. I don't know if I can handle that all night, but let me see how this feels. Wow, that's pretty soft. It doesn't feel as hard as the Tempur-Pedic, and it feels pretty cool too. So I'll check back again tomorrow and let you know how the Beautyrest goes. Unless the smell is so bad I can't handle it, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Good night. All right, I'm on the move again, but I got the Beautyrest after the first night. I want to give you a quick update. The only negative is that that smell was there, and I did wake up with a headache. I'm not sure if the headache was related to the smell, if the headache was related to sleeping in a bed I'm not used to sleeping in. I'm hoping that is just a one-time thing. I did really like the way it felt, though. It's actually one of the nicer pillows I've slept on, especially after only one use. I don't really have anything negative to say about it. I slept quite well on it. It's off to a pretty good start. We've got a long way to go, though. I'll check back in with you in a couple more days. I'm kind of in between travels right now. I wanted to give you an update after 4 days, which means I've used each one of them twice. And my initial reaction so far is that I like the Beautyrest better, even though it's only 50 bucks and this was 155. Now I was told to give this some time, so I'm gonna definitely be fair about it, but my initial reaction after a couple nights sleep on each is that this one is soft. It might be too soft for some people because your head goes pretty far down into it, so if you don't like soft, thin pillows, you may not like this, but it's really nice to me. This one, it just feels like I'm putting my head on a rock sometimes. It doesn't really give as much, even though when you squeeze it with your hands, it feels nice and soft. When you put your head on it, it's just like bang. It doesn't give too much. It feels hard to me. On the other hand, maybe over time it's gonna soften up a little bit, so I wanna give it a fair shot. Now, neither one of these stays cold very long. I mean, after about a minute, the part of the pillow that your head's touching is about room temperature. I think the Beautyrest wins in that category. It feels a lot colder than the Tempur-Pedic does. Sorry, Tempur-Pedic. My initial reaction is the Beautyrest is the better deal, but I'm heading out of town once again. I'm taking these with me. I have a feeling that this one may actually grow on me over time. Well, we'll see about that. This one does seem extremely well made though. I mean, the material is nice. It's just kind of hard and not as cool and 3 times more expensive. My next stop is gonna be up in Fresno. See you then. All right, 2 weeks later, here's what we got. It's weird because when your head goes in the pillow, it sinks down at first, but then it kind of stops. It still feels kind of hard. On your back, it seems like that's a better position for it. Like this, I think it's comfortable. So back sleepers, I think, will like this pillow. Side sleepers, I don't know, I feel like it's just a little bit too firm for my taste. I'm getting used to it. I wonder if after even a longer period of time, if I'll even like it better, but the first night I used it, I thought there's no way I'm using this pillow again, but I forced myself to use it. I'm glad I did because there are a lot of benefits to this one. The price not being one of them. Now this one, the Beautyrest, this might be the opposite. I'm not sure back sleepers will like this one as much because it does sink down quite a bit and you don't feel like you have as much support, but side sleepers, that's exactly where you want it to be right there. Front sleepers, I don't even understand that, so I'm not even gonna address front sleeping because I don't know how you do that. This one took no time to get used to whatsoever. It felt nice from the very first use and it still feels that way. This one feels colder than this one. Beautyrest feels colder than the Tempur-Pedic. But after your head's been on them for a while, neither one feels cold. It's weird because you look at them, they look the same thickness almost, but this one has a much thinner feel to it when you put your head on it. This one feels thicker because it doesn't have as much give to it. By the way, this Holiday Inn, I do like this, look at this. Soft, firm. More hotels should do that, by the way. Definitely more hotels should do that. All right, let me get these hotel pillows, get out of here. All right, if you look at, when I press down on these, the memory foam is very solid. It actually retains the shape of my hand. It seems soft, right? The Beautyrest, it's much softer. Now on camera, you may not be able to tell, but I'm pushing this significantly harder than this one. So when your head goes down, it doesn't really sink too much. On this one, it sinks down a nice amount. I mean, that's my opinion. Some people might like the harder substance, but to me, this is like a rock and this is like a pillow. So let me recap the Tempur-Pedic $155 memory foam pillow. When I first used it, I didn't like it. Didn't like it from the first use on, but I kept using it just like the lady at Bed Bath & Beyond said I should, and I've gotten to like it more. In fact, I think it actually has flattened a little bit. Not a lot, but to me it actually bodes well. I think it works better flatter than when I first got it. It's still not a pillow that I would probably reach for, but as I've slept on it the first night, I woke up with a stiff neck and I wasn't fond of it. But over time, I've actually gotten to appreciate the pillow, and I think that there are some people out there, especially back sleepers, who are really like that one. As far as the Beautyrest goes, this actually is a very nice pillow. It actually stays colder to touch. I mean, neither one of them, if you put your head on there, stay cold all night. It's gonna warm up to room temperature pretty fast, but if you roll your head over to the other side, this one actually feels colder upon initial contact. And I also feel like it hasn't changed shape, which is good because I like the original shape of this. It's a simple design, but I actually really like the Beautyrest. For 50 bucks, it's a pretty good deal for a memory rest pillow. But that's all I've got. Have you guys used either one of these? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Please follow my social profiles for progress pictures, videos as I go. And please subscribe for more product reviews from me, James White, with Freakin' Reviews. This is the one thing I should have done a long time ago. I just improved these pillows by about 50%. Not just kidding.